It's a familiar scene, rushing through the aisles of a grocery store, sometimes with kid in tow, while trying to read labels. It can become pretty difficult. Well, we just did a little grocery shopping of our own, following My Plate, of course, and it doesn't take as long as it used to, thanks to some smart labeling that helps us quickly read key nutrition facts. I love this. Today, we're in the kitchen with registered dietitian Kimberly Kirchherr to help us explain the labels. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
You know, I don't know how you are in the supermarket, but I'm going to give you my scenario with my girls. We're like, there's no time, never time. We're rushing through with the shopping cart. Sam is throwing something, Danny's throwing, I'm just putting it in there. And at the end of the day, I'm also trying to think, okay, is all of this healthy and balanced? And that's really important.
But what you said makes it sound so fun, and that's the great thing about this is
True.
It's important.
People
but
think
it can
we're
be
crazy.
fun.
They're like, there they go.
But what's great about Facts Up Front is it's a voluntary system that's on the front of packages. It's not a new system. It's taking nutrition facts from the panel that you're already reading, putting it right up front so you can make those key decisions and then grab those products off the shelf.
But who has time, Kimberly, to read all the labels? I mean, the girls are grabbing some. I'm like, wait, let's see what this has. It's hard.
It is, but there's always time for health, and that's what's fabulous. You mentioned My Plate. There's multiple food groups. That's fantastic. And then there's key bits of information. So calories, let's say you're watching sodium or saturated fat or sugars. Those are on the front with Facts Up Front.
Let's go over some.
Yep, for sure. So this one's got the calories on front. So you can see at a glance, you can see that. So imagine you're hanging onto that cart, you've got your kid in tow. You can easily see that, make a snap decision, and then say, wow, that looks really interesting, and then pull it off and look at the rest of the information.
Now this one has calories. Does it give you more information?
It does. So on the oatmeals, and that's the beauty of it, no matter where you shop or what brands you like, this is a voluntary system that could be part of your shopping experience. You look at this and you can see there's your calories, your saturated fat, your sodium, and your sugars. And some labels you might see like potassium or some key positive nutrients to focus on too.
A lot of people might say, okay, so who cares? But it is important.
It is important. So you might be managing health conditions. You might want to make sure that your kids are getting the nutrient-rich foods that they need. Perhaps there's health conditions in the family. So there's always time to take that extra second to make sure when you're grocery shopping, you get what you need in the house. And then those ingredients need to turn into those meals.
And what I like is that the kids can help you. It becomes like a teamwork.
Absolutely. So you give them a couple of things to look for. You send them on your way in the same aisle so you can keep an eye on them. But having them help, they're more likely to try things perhaps. They're going to be excited to help you, just like you described earlier.
Speaking of help, I'm getting a lot of help in the kitchen. My kids love to cook, and you actually did a nice spread for us this morning.
Yes, so we wanted to show a couple of recipes. These are actually on the Facts Up Front website, because once you get all those wonderful things that you've made good decisions about in the store, how do they look on your plate? So what I love about these are there's multiple food groups. You can make them ahead on weekends. They can double as leftovers for a busy night's meal.
Very important.
Super important. And then you can also use these for lunches if you pack them up right too.
So we have a casserole?
We have a casserole. You can see multiple food groups right in one dish, super easy to make. And the nice thing about these recipes too is you're going through the whole store. There's fresh, there's canned, there's frozen, there's dried. These are a nice combination. And if you've got the right things at home, no matter how your time looks that week, you've got those right ingredients to make great recipes like this.
Muffins are great. They're a hit at my house.
Absolutely. You can make them ahead. You can throw them in the freezer, grab one and go. So really nice grab and go. And I also like to recommend that by season, change out your fruits and vegetables. Casseroles will take on a different flavor. It's a nice nod to the season. If it's cold outside, a soup is great. If it's hot outside, a salad's great. So if you use those simple things, all of a sudden it's not so much work.
I'm going to try the casserole. I know you gave me a little bit. In fact, you gave me a lot here. Something I also have learned that I do think when the children are involved with you at the supermarket and in the kitchen, they tend to eat more of everything.
Absolutely, and give them a task, have them look at the sale ads before you even go to the store, and then give them those little facts up front to look at too.
This is really good.
I'm so glad you like it. And again, look at all the beautiful food groups in there. It's a great color. So when you can start to manage those things from the store all the way through your eating process, all of a sudden mealtime becomes a fun time too.
And it should be always fun. I love eating. One of my favorite things.
Me too.
Top 3. All right, and for information on this, where do our viewers go?
FactsUpFront.org.
And you gave me the facts. Thank you, Kimberly. And of course, if you'd like more information on food prep, shopping tips, and of course, easy to read labels, visit factsupfront.org or visit our website, thebalancingactive.com. See you next time. This is really yummy.